I just built a Google Chrome extension that filters out AI content on X. I did this all using Codex, which is the new OpenAI vibe coding tool. That's an actual IDE that sits on your computer right here. So I'm test driving it. And in this video, I show you how to build a Chrome extension from start to finish to be able to filter out all of the garbage on X. So now all the posts on my feed are only human posts that AI did not pick up as AI content. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So you're going to learn how to build a Chrome extension. You're going to learn how to use Codex, a very quick tutorial. And in the end, you're going to be able to filter out all the AI garbage. This was actually a post that Mark Liu made on X and said, app idea, Chrome plugins that hides AI replies. We just built it in about 15 minutes. Let's get into it. Then let's go in and grab this right here. So this is a Chrome plugin. Let's go back to this and then say this. I'm just going to let you paste that verbatim. Chrome plugin that hides AI replies on X. It analyzes each reply, scores from 1 to 10, allows me to set confidence. Let's get rid of this. And let's just max it out and let it rip. Let's see what happens. I'm actually super curious how well this is going to go. And so Chrome extensions, if you guys haven't built them, they're really easy to install. I'll show you the process. So I'm curious about a couple things. One, how it's going to actually set up the plugin for the work that it's going to do. But more importantly is the design of it, how it's going to actually be inside of our UI and UX. Yeah, so just kind of going through here, you guys can see we got terminal down here, which is good. Then we also have our pop-out, toggle different categories. We also have a lot of skills, so we could go in and add skills to this, which I saw a lot of people talking about this. Let's say there's a skill for X. I doubt it. But you could connect like GitHub, you could connect Figma, you could connect a bunch of different apps that you use like Notion, things like that right inside. Sora also, and then also Vercel deployment, which should be pretty nice. And then also there's automations that you could just build right in. So if I'm building an app that requires any type of automations, one click, I could just add them in there. So I could add different kind of games, a calendar, email, detection of different type of tech stacks. All right, so it looks like it's cooking up already, some good stuff. So let's go in right here. You can click review changes and you can see what it's actually doing. Okay, so it said I finished building everything. I'm gonna do a quick validation check to make sure everything works, catch any syntax issue before I hand it over. So the one thing, if you've ever built Chrome extensions, you need to add a logo. Couple of the images because it's not going to actually load properly. So I doubt it's going to do that by default. There's also a README file. Let's see what it says here. This extension, that's fine. All right, perfect. So now it's giving me the instructions on how to do this, but I need to just say, make sure you add the icons that are required to upload a development Chrome extension. Yeah, I've built a lot of Chrome extensions in the past. It's really fun. Like I've done scrapers. I've done messaging tools for my different platforms that I use. I've actually built quite a few different things. It's super easy and super powerful. I've pretty much stopped paying for any of the Chrome extension services that I had previously. All right, now we have our icons right here. So you could see. So now we know that it's actually going to install correctly. I must say from just a user perspective, it's actually quite nice. I do like the redesign. I feel like it's not as technical as some of the other IDEs that we've used in the past. So I do really think that OpenAI is really trying to make it a lot more user-friendly for beginners without giving you everything all in one place. You still have all the control, it looks like, because I could go in, you have your Git repository right here, which you can commit to, but it's just a nicer looking experience for the end user. All right, so I think it's also finished. It verified everything. So now let's go find this file, wherever it created it. It's weird that it didn't ask me where to create it. Okay, so it looks like it made it inside of the folder right here called New Project. Let's rename this project to AI Bot Killer. Because you know we gotta hate on those AI bots. They are quite annoying, actually. So I do agree with Mark. Okay, so next the installation, because it already finished building it. So the way you install it is you go up here to extensions, you hit manage extensions, you go and hit load unpacked right here. So we're gonna select that. We're gonna then go to the project, so new project, and we're just gonna hit enter. And now it has it right here, look, AI Bot Killer 1.0. So now it's already installed. All right, and now we're just gonna come up here and we're just going to make sure that it's pinned right here. So I could see it, and there it is right there. Look at this, AI Bot Killer, enable filter, Hide AI scores at least 7. All right, so next we're gonna go to X. Instead of deleting the message, I just want you to make the AI messages rendered on x.com, and I want you to put them in red so I know which ones are X. Not X, but AI. Okay, perfect. So this one we're going to be able to actually get a rendering on it. And the way these extensions work is it actually renders on the website that you're building for. So for example, right here is just going to add things. Typically you would do this manually. Like if you go to inspector, you could just go in and modify any text on the website. So that's how these Chrome extensions actually work. So they'll be able to render what we want on top of the comments. So right now it's saying that it's already removing them, which we don't want with the JavaScript. So we're gonna actually go in and just make it red. So this way we can actually see it. And if you guys like this kind of content, my name is Marcin. I run a private community for builders. It's called AI Builders. We got 500 members actually. Just hit 500 members. And we got people in here building every single day, shipping product, beginners all the way to full stack developers. We got, for example, Adam just made a post today saying 35,000 so far with AI. He's been doing this with all the training that we have inside the community. We have 500 members in 54 different countries, all kinds of training from web-based tools to mobile applications. I'm not going to bore you with all of it, but if you guys are looking for a community where you could just learn everything and have a dope place to hang, come check us out. And we're actually running our first hackathon. I partnered up with Sabrina Ramanov. You guys know her, the queen of AI. We're doing a $6,000 hackathon. No rules, come hang. The links are below. And we're going to have a good time. We just launched it about 48 hours ago. We have over 676 people. The hackathon is going to be March 6th through the 8th. So come get some, come build some fun stuff, and win some prizes. And then let's just go to some random posts. Actually, the Sam Altman post might be a good one. And let's see if we see any. All right, let's make this 10. Lower values mark more replies in red. Actually, so let's go lower volume then. And then let's hit refresh. And let's see if this thing actually works. I think Chrome extensions is a really huge opportunity. Look at that. There it is. Boom. AI score 2 out of 10. We already got our first AI created content. Let's keep going. There's another one. Look at this. Oh, this is actually pretty dope. Yep, there it is. These are all AI. You can tell by the text, obviously. Yep, this is all auto-posted. Clipped through some AI tools. Very cool. Just like that, guys, we just used Codex to code up a Chrome extension in literally minutes. This was done in real time. And this is the power now of these tools. This would have taken me probably 45 minutes to an hour to do before. And it would have been very, very simple with a bunch of errors. I've built these Chrome extensions for a while now, and this was actually pretty clean and simple. So the one thing I'm noticing that a lot of it is only for the comments and not actually for the posts themselves. So I think there'll be another filter that should actually mark the posts themselves for AI. And let's say this. Everything is working perfectly, but I only see the red on the comments inside of the posts, but not the actual posts, period. Can you also analyze the posts themselves and filter out the ones that were made by AI versus a real person? And then let's take a look at our extension. Now we should have a couple other things. So it says enable AI analysis, filter out AI posts. So we can then go in and see. Let's go back to our homepage. Let's go back to our feed. Oh, I love it. So Sam Altman's actual post is using AI. Oh, that's pretty funny, actually. There it is. All right, we got a bunch in here. All right, let's see on my feed if it actually is filtering out the posts. There it is. Lex. Uh-oh. I see Lex is using all his AI. Yeah, most of this is going to be AI because it's AI written. So look, every single person's pretty much using AI. Very few humans left. Even what is this? Vivek is using AI. Hilarious. Pretty much everything is AI. But this is great actually, because now I can just go in and I can filter it out. So look, boom, I just filter out the posts. And now my feed is 100% human without AI. There's obviously more work to be done here, but this is a really clean, fun way to do this. And you guys just saw me build it in literally minutes using the new Codex on extra high mode. I'm going to continue building with this, but this is the power of Codex. And also, more importantly, hope you guys saw how I created a Google Chrome extension, because you could do this now for yourself. And then the next thing would be, for example, hey, I'm interested in actually publishing this and selling it. Can you give me a plan to set up Stripe payment and build me a landing page with all of the information? I want a bunch of images, description. I want the tone to be funny and light and basically shitting on all of the AI bots who are really bad at writing. So if you want to avoid being filtered out, you better start writing better AI content. Bang. All right, here we go. Actually, I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to turn it up from extra high. I'm going to go to medium, and I'm going to see what medium looks like. All right, I finished cooking up a landing page, so we got to take a look. So now we have our index file here. Oh man, AI bot killer. Your feed called. It wants fewer fake experts. AI bot killer score posts and replies on X from 1 to 10. AI detected. What it does. AI likely scoring, red highlighted mode, hard filter mode. Why it works. Before, after, AI content quality scoreboard, pricing, FAQ, buy with Stripe. We obviously need to wire up Stripe. But just like that, we have a final product pretty much. If I spent an hour on this, I should probably actually just launch this. Let's see if there's any live examples. Okay, cool. Let's actually spice these up a little bit though and make it a little more fun. Everything looks good, but I want you to do the before and after and show some like really funny AI written messages that are then crossed out and it shows the before and after. I want you to go over the top. All right, let's see if it updates that. And this is the current landscape of vibe coding. I mean, you guys are literally watching me do this in real time, using natural language, just off the cuff, just going through. I could obviously put together a whole comprehensive PRD and plan this all out, but we're not living in that time anymore. This isn't 6 months ago. Now it's just about execution. And on top of what it's doing is it already gave me the Stripe checkout quick start, how to actually put this correctly so I could have all of the Stripe payment done for you. All right, let's take a look. Index. All right, there it is, the updated text. Look at that, way better. So now we have the before AI and after. Yeah, I mean, this is sick. This is literally minutes of work. And you can see we can continue developing this. But I'm going to get back and continue messing around with Codex. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. And go have fun. Go build this. Go launch this. Because this is a clear need right now in the space. And I think people will be willing to pay for this that don't want to take 30 minutes and build one for themselves. And I got to be honest, because Mark Liu actually... Oh, Mark, that's funny. So actually your text comes off as AI written. Pretty hilarious that he was saying to filter out AI, but even though he's using AI to write his own stuff. Again, could be wrong, could be wrong. You know, the AI is assuming that this is the case. But you could just see how much actual AI slop we're getting on a daily basis, including official Anthropic text. And pretty much everybody's using AI at this point, except Elon, but he's not really saying much. All right, guys, go have fun. Come check out AI Builders. Come build with us. And of course, as I mentioned, we do have this badass hackathon starting in a couple weeks. And we'd love to have you in there so you guys could make some fun products and join a really fun community of builders who are all trying to win the hackathon. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.